It's not going to be much longer before we get AMD's big reveal. It's Intel crushing 7nm Zen 3 processors, with my personal forecast for the past year being on what to expect for the top two Ryzen processors, i.e. currently are the 3900X and the 3950X. Way back in May, I speculated that Zen 3 should see a IPC gain of at least 15% and possibly as high as 22%. And from what I've seen today, we still appear to be on track to achieve those goals, typically ranging gains from 18% to 22%, increases in performance given expected increases in clock speeds of 200 MHz and better layout of the CCXs in 8-core chiplet packages, resulting in better integration and use of L3 cache. And the latest Zen 3 speculation is that apart from the expected 16-core and 12-core top-end processors, there could also be a new 10-core 20-thread processor, which makes sense given that processors that fail quality control at say 12 cores can have 2 of the worst cores disabled and then sold as 10 cores, instead of having 4 cores disabled and being sold as 8-core 3800X processors. In fact, the 10 core would be the new 4800X processor, given that there's already a 8-core 3700X/4700X. Also, it would compete well against Intel's 10-core 109K. So the 4800X should be a 5 GHz 10-core CPU that would go well with Nvidia's new RTX 3080. Of course, my personal dream processor was for a 20-core 40-thread, for which unfortunately there is no sign of under Zen 3. So I will likely go with the 4950X if it lives up to expectations of a 20% increase in IPC. If not, well, there's always the Threadrippers. So here are my Cinebench scores for the Ryzen Zen 3 processors. For multi-core, I am expecting typical gains of 18% across the board, with 20% for the 5900X and 22% for the 5950X. Whilst I'm expecting smaller gains in single core performance or 15 or 16% gains over Zen 2. Anyway, we will soon find out, probably mid-September, whether AMD delivers on expectations or not. As if AMD does deliver, then I will definitely be looking at upgrading to a 16-core 5950X system. That's rather than a Threadripper, as a Cinebench score of over 11,000 on multi and 600 on single will ensure there is plenty of power under the hood, meaning that I won't have to end up paying an extra £1,500 or so for a 24-core Threadripper system. And do remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tech videos in this ongoing war between Intel and AMD that AMD is winning.